Hello everyone, welcome back to Heal with Food. Today I'm going to talk about why no oil. That's the question repeatedly asked by my friends. So I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions. Most oils have a smoking point or a burning point, beyond which they become toxic. Refined oils, which are available in the market in abundance, have been heated to remove the impurities to increase their shelf life. So now this refined oil has no smoking point left. And what will happen to the vegetables that you're going to cook in this refined oil? This refined oil, the minute it gets heated, becomes toxic. When you put your vegetables in it, your vegetables also become toxic. Now, some of my friends have been saying I use just 1 spoon of oil. Whether you use 1 spoon of oil or 1 bucket of oil, toxic is toxic. It's your choice. Do you really want to use that 1 spoon of oil also? Now, thank you to the marketing gurus. We've been hearing stories of how good the olive oil is. Yes, it is. Only if you get real olive oil. There are not as many olives in the world as much as there's olive oil in our country. Why are we putting and drizzling that in our food? Olive oils also do not have any smoking point, even if the marketing agents tell you to use pomace olive oil, which is good for Indian cooking. No, it's not. If you get the real olive oil, you can drizzle it some over your salads, but really don't heat it. Now you'll be wondering that I also use some oils, whether to grease my tawa or to grease. I've been repeatedly saying that I use cold pressed oils. What are cold pressed oils? They are those oils which are not heated to remove the impurities before packaging it. So you can use that oil because it has some smoking point or heating point and it will not become toxic immediately. But don't heat it beyond a point that you change the molecules of the oil. Now, some of my relatives have been telling me that if they remove the oil, then how will they grease their joints? So that means we do need certain good fats in our system. Now, what are those good fats? Coconuts, walnuts, avocado. Include all of them into your food. Ghee, the new superfood in the market. Yes, ghee is very good. Even Ayurveda prescribes it. I love ghee. But only if the ghee comes from the cow who's been fed non-genetically modified food. It should be only from the cow which is being fed grass and not GMO food of soy and corn and hasn't been given hormonal injections, which is not available nowadays. Almost all cows are being fed genetically modified soy and corn, and most of them are given hormonal injections. So the ghee coming from such cows, we are not able to absorb its qualities. Secondly, if you do manage to get a cow or you do decide to keep a cow as a pet and make ghee out of it, ghee is made after heating it. So there is no heating point to heat it again. Please don't put it in your tadka again. If you really find that pure organic ghee, then just put a spoonful on the top of your dal. Don't heat again. So the purpose of this channel, Heal with Food, is to request all of you to please go oil-free at home. Whatever you make, just make it oil-free. Happy oil-free life.